Hello, thank you. I was just trying to share out, like, subscribe, thumbs up. I was just coming over here for a brief moment today because I haven't been on for a minute and to talk a little bit with some of you beautiful people. I hope you're having a nice day, a good day, a blessed day. It's Soulful Sunday, and I hope you're doing something to feed your soul. That's what I like to say. Find something to feed your soul. hmm That's how we do it. Okay. Thank you for joining. Okay, I'm not gonna be on here too long. I know it's Sunday and everything, and typically I don't come on. Well, it doesn't matter, Like I come on basically when I feel like coming on, but that's quite often. Okay, so there's been a lot going on in my life. For those of you that follow me, I'm gonna do a little intro like I typically do before I get the show to going. Ohanas. That means family in Hawaii. We are family. I got all my brothers and sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and dance. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. Okay, I will be praying for you. I see what you're saying down here. And you know what? It's just must be something going on in the air, or unless it's something personally going on in your life. And you have a blessed day too. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm very transparent. Everyone know that I am on a weight loss journey and the struggle has been real. Going through a lot. I'm talking about sadness, a smidget of depression. Some support is all we need. And support does not come with support comes with having someone to um you to be a friend or what have you. All of us have lives. No, I don't want nobody to be in my face all the time, and I'm not trying to be in nobody's face all the time. But the reality of it is, it sets in sometimes to most people and not all. Sometimes some people don't have no one. Okay. Now, I'm not going to contradict myself. I have kids, but sometimes your children, ooh, mm. So I guess you know what I'm talking about then. I just met someone, but she's reality sets in. I just met someone, which is my daughter's friend, and I mean, she said the sweetest thing. She said, "You know what? We're family." And I take that, and I don't take it like it's nothing when someone say that. But it's too many of us on this earth. God did not make us say, for if God is with you, who can be against you? I get that. But also, God did not create us to be alone either. If that was the case, He wouldn't have created Eve to be with Adam. She took her from his rib. That's why it's called Wuma. No one is supposed to pray, read. Don't ask no one. Anyone can have their own opinion towards how they feel about friends, and then they say that they don't have friends, but they really have friends and stuff. I believe what I want to believe. Just like I said the other day on a live or video, I should say, the saying goes, it's better to give than to receive. Oh no, I drink it. And honey, I ain't trying to go back to nothing. Because that's one thing about me. When I'm done, I'm done. Okay? That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying for me, this is what I'm getting to. I'm a woman of a particular age. I'm finding my outlet. It don't have to be that I have to be in a circle of people. That's the thing. I have to find and be creative in my mind to do different things. Now, it depends on where you come from in life. I'm not going to seem like I'm all over the place with this. That's why I talk about different topics. It depends on where you come from, being raised up, brought up, your household. Even though when you become a certain age, I'm a firm believer, you can make your own choices in life once you move out the house and no longer live with your mom and dad and stuff like that. I get all that. Well, what about the ones that all their life, that's all they've been through is torture, not having no one? And I'm making sense. Some people make it seem as if, oh, get over it. Well, if you get over it or just get over it, why did people do it, period? You wouldn't have to get over nothing. I'm talking about me somewhat too. You wouldn't have to get over nothing if someone hadn't done nothing to you. Um, Scenario: as a child, as an adult, and it's not because I'm surrounding myself around negative people because that's not my cup of tea. I don't be around nobody for real, for real. You see this back, this right here? Like I tell everybody, if you go and look at all my videos, if you see that, or I'm working out in my house or in the gym, I'm gonna start back going to the gym and doing stuff back there where my office is and things like that. Kind of some of it started when, okay, I was taking care of my granddaughter. She was living with me for a whole year. You heard what I said, was. Nothing, I'm not saying it to be messy, nothing happened to. It comes to be about parents somewhat get themselves together, but she was here the whole year, the whole school year. And I just felt like sometimes people just don't really appreciate what you do for them. That's how I feel. That's my opinion. And it's like they try to uh uh you doing this and you doing that, but you done had a honeymoon stage, you done had a vacation, you done did this, that, and the third, and I just feel like someone just snatched something from me. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't care who's on here looking, and I can say what I want to say, right? And my youngest daughter said this. She said, "You know what? I know how you feel because it done happened too many times. I ain't holding my hands out here like cups, and I might not be making sense to the most. And maybe I'm not. I'm ranting and venting. But the main thing of it is the scenario, to make long story short, sometimes we're not of this world either. Sometimes I don't think I'm in this world. And someone down here said, pick your circle wisely. I don't want to pick my circle for real because I can do things by myself because every time I can say this. And if somebody knew how I really was or being around me, they'd say I'm a sweetheart. Every time I get close to someone, they end up proving themselves wrong. That's why I say I'm not picking no circle wisely because I can find my own way. But I'm not bitter. I'm trying to get better. I'm not holding no grudges. I'm speaking about how it is with my life. I'm not bitter. If you cannot address something that you're going through or going through, being through, or trying to get through, can nobody say, oh, you just being bitter or you just feel negative and stuff like that? No, I'm not. One thing about me, and if y'all follow me, I'm very transparent. I'm an honest person. I'm not a liar. And you're right. Whoever comment down here, don't go back to toxic people. Ooh, I ain't saying nothing about going back to nobody. Maybe your calling is to serve others. And yeah, you got to also pick that wisely too. Because sometimes you think you tell, I'm going to say this. I'm 58 years old. You'd be surprised who all I done help. And when I say it, I'm not saying it because I want to talk about what I've done either. Oh, that's not my segment. I don't want to help someone and say I helped them because of this, but I can say who I helped, but not put no name on and how I helped. But if I help you, I'm helping you because I want to, and it's coming from my heart. I'm not gonna sit up and say, you know, I did this for you. Oh no, I don't do that type of stuff. But you don't need to say what I haven't done. See, sometimes people try to make you, I said make you because you can't make nobody do nothing. Try to pick you to see if you're going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had that. People test you. Like, if you, they say, you ain't did nothing for me, they want you to say, oh, really? I haven't? What about this, that? Oh, no. Ain't nobody got time for that. My whole thing of getting on here is telling everybody how I've been feeling. My whole thing of getting on here is not because I'm going through this alone. I know other people in this world is going through some similar things or been through some things. I'm not the only one going through things, but everybody needs somebody to talk to too. I don't care who's saying it, unless you just a hermit. Sometimes people say, I ain't worried about talking to nobody, but they go to work and talk and run their mouths and say this and that to their co-workers and leave it to be if it's a female, male, male, female, what have you. And then they come home and act like a hermit. And I've been through that too. So I don't need no one to tell me, you don't need to worry about people. I've had people tell me this. Don't worry about nobody. The whole time they telling you not to worry about nobody. And they say they don't worry about nobody and they don't need nobody. They telling you this, but they doing the opposite of what they telling you because they lying to you about what they're doing. Let me say this to be really blunt. Anybody that lies to me or anybody that do anything to me and they're in my life and they feel as if I'm talking about a man, it could be my kids. Move away from me. And I truly do mean that. Keep it moving because it's not fair for people to also do things to you, knowing they're doing it to you and they still want to be in your presence either. So I'm going to say something about that. But see, that's how it is. I was also listening to a couple of people say, how is it that people can go out here and support all this negative stuff? What I'm saying, if somebody say I'm negative, no, it's facts. It's how life is. But they get on somebody else's content, live, whatever, which is your choice. You can do what you do, right? And they be all up in the mix of what they got going on. And what they got going on is really what a sinful ways of being. And like I said, I ain't putting nobody's name on it, but we know this is how it is in this world. Sometimes they say you in this world by yourself. You came in this world by yourself. You're going to leave by yourself. But that does not mean you have to be in this world by yourself. And no, pick your circle wisely. Honey, I'm 58 years old. I don't want to pick nothing. I'm just speaking how when I try to. My thing is this, we don't know who is who, okay? Just like I could sit up here and be talking and making it seem like I'm just all this, that, and a bag of chips. People's image, the whole way they are, but also a person know a genuine person. That's just like people know when you're vulnerable. They'll try to manipulate you, deceive you. because they pulling at your heartstrings because they know that you're a little bit going through something weak or whatever. But don't take people's weakness to make you feel like they're being really weak. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to pull yourself away from whatever you're going through in your life to make you strong. Sometimes you have to be weak to get strong. And oftentimes, when that has happened to me, I'll pull myself through it with the good Lord up above, because I ain't gonna lie and say I did it by myself. But I'm talking about personally myself. Him first, then me. I worked on me. I put him in my everyday life. Yes, he wants me to speak, and that's why I'm speaking. Everybody got what they say, a gift, a calling. No, I don't want to go on no missionary or anything like that. But I know I done touched a lot of lives. And I know what I'm doing is opening up a window of opportunity, because that's what the thing of it is. A lot of people don't know how to be honest and open. A lot of people don't have a voice. I was at that point one time in my life when I was a kid. I did not have a voice. And when I say not have a voice, I'm talking about you literally would have thought I couldn't talk. Real talk. And also, if you go and follow some of my content, I talk about a lot of things that I've been through. So this is not like I'm just on here throwing something out there all over the place. Today I come on here randomly. Okay. So the topic is whatever. You know what I'm saying? So people can comment, they can say some suggestions, give their opinions, or whatever they may want to do. Yes, sometimes I feel it's a spiritual battle. I'm not giving in to I'm staying straight, okay? I'm walking in the positive realm. Also, people has feelings. God didn't say you couldn't cry. God didn't say you couldn't feel hurt, mad, or sad. He created us. So if anyone say, "Oh, just pray about it," yeah, you're supposed to pray about it, and you're supposed to keep it, give it to God and talk about it, talk to him. Cause I talk to him. I don't ask for nothing. I talks to him. Okay. Maybe I never had the answers, but as I said, you could go down and check some of my other videos out. And the thing I have a problem with is why. I have 3 sisters. I have 4 kids, 5 grandchildren, a dad living, my mom's in heaven. My children's father is in heaven. Matter of fact, he passed away on Father's Day in 2017. Rest his soul. He was an amazing man. That was the only person that genuinely, and I know for a fact, loved me. That's the first time I ever felt that way. And I haven't felt that way. And I'm not trying to say I'm want to feel that way, that, because only one person can love you one way. No, I'm not comparing it with no one. I ain't telling no one that I've talked to about that person, but I can say it because I'm not with no one. I'm not going to be in a relationship and throwing that in a man's face about how my kid's father was with me. But I can tell you this, I can talk about it, because if it's the truth, it's the truth, and the truth will set you free. I'm 58 years old. I met him when I was 18. I was a young military girlfriend wife, and that man saved my life. God sent him to me. I really believe that. And he's no longer living. And I wouldn't be feeling it. I wouldn't feel this way. I wouldn't be going through this. I wouldn't feel like this at all. Maybe this is me talking to him today on Father's Day. June the 18th, 2017. And he was an amazing, outstanding, wonderful, loving, caring husband and father. That's where I think I feel lonely with, not having him, not no one else. And I'm not closing myself down. I was on here the other day. Someone said, "Seem like you got trust issues." This does not have nothing to do with trust issues. Uh, Sometimes the people that treat you a certain way, maybe they got trust issues. That's why they treating you that way. Because see, they trying to protect themselves from whatever they done been through, and they guard it too. So it ain't no one-sided thing. You know what I'm saying? People that mistreat people's been through stuff too. People that's bullies, done been bullied, or leave to be. Hell, I done been bullied by family. It don't have to be no one outside. And sometimes your family is the worst. And it's sad. As much as I love my family, I know I do. I don't feel that. I said I got another YouTube channel too, Mona's Vegan Lifestyle. Go on there, check that out. I've been saying a lot of this stuff. It ain't gonna change, but it's the truth. And it's a darn shame for you to meet strangers. I said, you know what? Why is people put in a certain family with individuals that don't act like you family? And someone will probably say, well, maybe you done something to them. Well, I'll say this. Only me and God know what I've done. And I have to take it up with him. But I tell you this, anything I've done good, not nothing bad. And I don't have no guilty conscience to save my soul for nothing I've done wrong. As I say, I ain't got no skeletons coming out of my closet. None. So when it's in the Bible about depression, anything that you need to refer to or anything like that is in the Bible. Depression and anxiety, people taking their lives, suicide, killing brothers, family members, and so much of that is going on. Every time you turn the social media channel, page, whatever you want to call it, that's all you see is some horrible stuff. I saw on there the other day where a lady had put up a video, and this was on TikTok. I don't know the person's name, so I'm putting the name out there, so disclaimer. But I saw this, and it was a lady. I don't know what her nationality was, but to me, she looked like she might have been Hispanic or something. Called 911, and they had a picture of her and her daughter. Her daughter was so pretty, beautiful little baby. And she said she killed her own child. So answer that. You mean to tell me you don't care if somebody in you for 9 months to have on this earth, the child looked like she could have been easily maybe 6 years old. I don't want to say past 7. And you mean to tell me you gave birth to a child and you take your child's life? Just like me. I wasn't born to be mistreated. So if you don't want your child or didn't want the child, how hard is it for you to give your child up for adoption? That's you being selfish. Not saying take your baby's life, like Abortion? No, 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 I ain't saying that. Give it up for adoption. There's so many people out in this world that could offer a child a better lifestyle, home. Everybody in this world is not mean. There's good people in this world. It's just how people in the world is making this world be. Just like a scenario for me, food. In the 70s and the 60s and the 80s, food don't the food that was we was eating back then don't taste like it do now. Meaning it's worse because they coming up with all this antibodies and what's it, the non-GMOs and MSGs and all this stuff that they putting into the food. Back then, I can remember my grandmother, who lived to be 93, and my great grandmother 108. So I raised up with them. They Southern women, and everything she cooked was fresh. She never went to the store to get no vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. She had a garden, and when I say a garden, her garden was so big, it was probably the whole size of a lot where you could put a house at. Came from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Little bitty old lady, and we went out there with her. She used to have that hose where you dig it up with that hose and pull that weed and bushes and stuff out with her hand. Little lady. And we'd be out there with her, and she'd take those tomatoes, I see it right now, and put it up in her window, because if they ain't all the way red, they might have a little bit of green. She'll put them up there so they can turn all the way red. Wash it, and eat it right straight out the garden. Now they put all this fertilizer and stuff. And I was telling my daughter, they literally spray the grass. Okay, they do that for bugs, weeds, whatever. I don't know what they're doing it for. But you think about it, the kids are getting in the grass, rolling and stuff like that. We can do all that stuff back then. Now, you can't roll in the grass. You can't pick nothing. I remember there was those blackberries. You pick those off the tree and eat them and stuff like that. I'm just saying, maybe I'm stuck in the past with my grandmother's ways. She told us her stories from down home, as she said. And maybe I'm more like her and my great grandmother. I'm ranting. I don't have the answers. I'm for someone, not everyone. I know I'm not the only one on this earth going through things. So, as I was telling my daughter's friend today, sometimes that's the reason why I speak about topics. A lot of people shy away from it. They brush it up underneath the carpet. Some people is like that, oh well type of person, nonchalant, but deep down inside of them, they are suffering and hurting and not being able to be vocal and speak what happened to them. They crawl up underneath the rock and put a blanket over their head and go and hide in the closet. I've been that. I done shut down, cried a river, a tsunami. People don't care. And you think I care about saying how someone's treating me? I'm not directing this to just anyone. I'm talking about the ones that I don't understand why. And I'm bringing this up because I'm addressing it. Why? Why? So you know what I've been thinking lately? I said, you know what? I see why a lot of people just uproot themselves. Because I watch House Hunter International, I watch Hawaiian Life, Island Life, Mexico Life, and I see why a lot of those people say they move away for less stress. They move away for less being busy to slow it down. They move away because hell, you around your family ain't got nobody. You might as well move around a whole bunch of people that's going to treat you better than your family. My opinion. And I feel like I'm saying the right thing because I hear it too well. I done picked up me and my kids and my kids' father. We done picked up and moved from Bradenton, Florida with just the car, our 4 kids, which was 6 of us, and clothes and left a whole house, a whole house. I don't have no problem with starting over. I know I'm a certain age, so I'm kind of skeptical on that part of it, but I don't have no problem. And sometimes I just feel like I could just live in my house right now with just a bed, my TVs, nothing on my wall, a chair, maybe a plate, a spoon, a bowl, fork, knife, and one pan. And that's just how I feel. Very simple. Ain't like I'm fixing a whole bunch of dinner for anybody anyways to come see me. So that's how I feel. That's just how I've been feeling lately. So when I feel that way, that's the whole reason why I started my channel, so I can run my mouth, vent, and have other people, open up to how they're being treated, done, and everything. And I'm telling you something. Mm, it's a shame. But I will say this, and I'm about to get off here. As that saying go, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. I ain't gonna waste nobody's time by sitting up here lying. I don't ask God to reveal to me anything that He want me to see that is not meant to be in my life, and to remove it. I said, show me. And I can remember this vividly. Everything step by step, not telling everybody what happened. And it came to me because I was communing or conversing with Him, conversating with Him. And I sat there and was patiently waiting for Him to show me exactly what I wanted to see. And when He did this, 2016, 17, I'm just saying those years, and I ain't gonna say what all. When He did this, He revealed it. See, I don't go looking for nothing. First off, I ain't got no darn car to get up in no car going driving down the highways and byways looking for somebody, and that ain't never been my cup of tea. You out there, whatever you doing, stay out there, please. Please. I'm so serious. I ain't losing no rest either. I ain't looking through your phone either. But when a person, when a person does things to you, just clear your mind. You have an idea, but you don't know for certain, so you don't falsely accuse nobody. It eventually come to you. And I'm saying this for a reason. Everybody say they chosen. Everybody say they got a gift. I believe everybody, to a degree, not everyone, but a lot of people have gifts. A lot of people is chosen too. Just like I've heard this, and I'm starting to believe it too. People say, I'm the black sheep of the family. What does the black sheep of the family really mean? So I heard someone say it. I heard it probably 3 times. And it's starting to like really come to me like it's really some truth to it. They said the black sheep of the family is God keeping you away and protecting you from the other people in your family. So basically you feel like you outsider or don't want to have nobody want to have anything to do with you or anything like that. That could be God keeping you away from these folks. I said, See, we always think like a dream, for instance. You could have a dream and you thinking that you had a bad dream just because it might be something that kind of like shook you up a little bit, had you crying, waking up. You can reverse that too. Because just because you having that dream, that does not mean it's bad. It could be somebody else. It can also mean that you are entering into this part of your life and you looking at it as being this, but it can be everything. I'm not a negative person. I can analyze a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying how my feelings have been hurt, recap, and how people um, take advantage of me. And you're not supposed to be nobody's stepping stool. And sure enough, ain't supposed to be nobody's fool. Okay? So God don't want that. So what you do, I pray a lot, ask God to give me strength and show me which direction he want me to go in my life. Because at the end of the day, no, you don't need nobody. But also, you ain't in this world like I'm off on the grid or something like that, living in the woods. No, I live in this world. I'm not a worldly person. I'm in this world. God created me to be in this world. This is his world. He didn't create this world to be this way. So I'm ranting, speaking the truth, facts. Anybody going through something, speak up, talk about it. And especially if someone's doing something, you think I haven't? But it doesn't matter. But it do let you feel a little bit better knowing that you addressed it and you don't go off talking to nobody cocky or arrogant. And I sure ain't gonna argue with you. So that's a little bit what I've been feeling, going through, and not understanding. And I love the way my hair is looking. And no, I did not put no color in it or nothing. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the sun has changed my hair color or something. I ain't got no color in it, but I like the color though. I do like that red. But anyhow, everyone, if no one ever tells you that they love you or whatever, I love people. I really do. I love people. And we don't know people's stories to judge people. We don't know people's stories to say, oh, something bad about them all the time. But I'm about to get off here because my phone's about to die. So on this Father's Day, to all of the fathers out here, because oftentimes people don't want to talk about fathers. There's good fathers out here, amazing fathers out here, and they deserve to be recognized. Not on Father's Day making it seem like it's Mother's Day again. Okay. For those that might not be taking care of their kids, they got to take that up with God. You know, they got to answer God for that. But just because they're not, you also got people, I'm just saying, just throwing this out here, you also got men, women, both ways, that use their kids against each other. I ain't talking about the ones that that did some horrible things and they can't be around their kids. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the ones that really has been a good father or a good mother, but you're not together with that person or whoever you with, and you want to hold the kid hostage because don't do that. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the kids. It's the kids that end up getting hurt. And at the end of the day, when the kid get older, they're going to come to you saying, you told me this, that, and the third, and it's not that. They're going to come to you with questions. That's why I would always commend my kid's father regardless. But we didn't have no bad relationship either. But I don't care. I would always, and even if you did have one, depending on how bad it was, I'm not talking about no safety reasons or anything like that, abuse or anything. I'm talking about in a way of, hey, you just didn't get along no more. But he's a good father. Let him be in his kid's life. So on that note, oh Hondas, Happy Father's Day to all you fathers. All of you fathers. Happy Father's Day. Ohanas. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. Have a good one.